Alright, so I am back home in the A. Well, not really Atlanta, but the outskirts. But yeah, I'm back home. I made it home last night and it was such a long travel day. Like, I literally got off work, went straight to the Airbnb to take a shower, then straight to the airport. I literally made it to my gate just in time to board. Now I am on the way to the beauty salon. So we are going to get our hair done. And oh, by the way, it is my birthday. Yes, I'm excited. We are going to get sushi tonight. So I will do a get ready with me. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, so it's a bunch of hours later, or maybe not a bunch, but a few hours later, and it's time to go ahead and get ready for dinner. I've already showered, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick little beat, then I'm going to get out of here and go to dinner. I don't have a lot of time, and I know a lot of people be saying like, oh, people get online, I always say I don't have a bunch of time, but I really don't. Like, my hair, you know, always takes kind of long, so it's not even like I have a bunch of hair, but it's just a long process. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this makeup. It's gonna be real cute and simple. We're not going all out tonight on the makeup, so it's cool. So I'm just gonna start off doing my eyebrows. I do the same thing for my eyebrows every time. But sorry, I can't talk and do my brows, so let me focus on this and I will get back to you. Hold on one second. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and outline my brows. The same old routine. Tonight I'm using the NARS concealer, so I'm excited to see how, you know, long this lasts. Brows are outlined, so I'm going to go ahead and just like spread this out just a little bit. And then we'll get into the rest of the face. So I have a cute outfit in mind for tonight. It is like some capris with the Steve Madden ballet heels. It's the leopard ones that I got recently. I have an outfit in mind for that. I just hope it works because my initial plan was to go shopping, and I'm like, you know what? I've been doing a lot of shopping lately. Let me try to put something together with what I have. As I get older in life, like this year, I turned 25. Yes, this is my 10th annual 25th birthday. But this year, I am turning 35, and I remember when I was younger, 35 just seemed like so far away, so old. Like, I remember being younger and my mom being 35. You know, because she had me pretty young, and just thinking like, oh my gosh, that's so old. And now I look at my age and I'm 35, and I'm just thinking to myself like, you know, it's not as old as I thought it was when I was younger, you know. And I can appreciate where I am in life now. I can appreciate the wisdom that I have, you know, like that I've gained since like just throughout my life, throughout my adult years. You know, I really feel like over the last few years, maybe since turning 30 is when, like, you know, my wisdom just like went up a notch. And every year it's just like, you know, the insight that you have and that you gain, it just grows more and more. But the older that I get, the more I'm just like, you know what? I stopped caring so much about what people think of me. Like, I remember, you know, and that's not to say I just F everybody and I just don't care what anybody thinks, but I kind of start to like tell myself like, you know, it doesn't matter what they think. Like, people are going to talk about you anyways, right? And everybody always says that, but that's the truth. People are going to talk about you, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. Like, it doesn't matter. They're just going to talk. So you might as well do what you want to do. Like, even me, doing YouTube was something that I had wanted to do probably since my like mid to late 20s. So for over 10 years I had wanted to do YouTube, and I never thought like YouTube was for me, like I could do it. You know, I just put these limiting beliefs on myself that honestly I really shouldn't have, because who knows where I could be if I had done YouTube much earlier. Now granted, I do believe things happen for a reason in life. However, I believe that sometimes we stunt our growth. So maybe had I started YouTube back when I wanted to, I would be, you know, like some big YouTuber that a lot of people know. Maybe not. Who knows? You know, maybe now is the time for me to start it. I'll never know the answer to that. But what I do know is that a lot of the things that I want to do in life now, I really stopped caring about what other people think, and I do it for myself. And if people like it and, you know, they like me and they vibe with it, then that's cool. And if not, you know, at least I can say that I did it. Like, at least I don't leave with regrets. And that's really like just how I'm living my life. My life is to not, you know, at the end of it, when it comes down to the end of my life and I'm looking back over it, I don't want to leave like life with any regrets. So I'm just doing a gold eyeshadow. My look is really going to be like brown, like a beiges or ivory. That's really the color of the shirt. And just brown and ivory, really. And maybe a little bit of black because of the shoes, like the leopard print in the shoes. But a gold eyeshadow look is honestly my favorite. I feel like it's the easiest to create that, and like even like pink. I like to do pink eyeshadow too, but even more than pink, I really like gold eyeshadows. I just feel like it looks so cute. So that's where we are with the eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna go back in with that brown to like kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of black to give it like a smoky eye effect, but not too much black, because child, if you put too much black, it's just gonna look crazy. All right, and then let's go back over it with the black. Now I did just move into a house. I think I told y'all that I bought a house and I just moved in, so my background does look a little plain right now, but I'm still figuring out what it is that I want to do with the house. So I'm gonna you know, as I decorate, I'm gonna try to record that just to give y'all like a little house inspo. But I never proclaim to be a professional in anything other than nursing, because that's really what my profession is. Never proclaim to be a professional. I just do what I like and what I feel like works for me. But this is gonna be my first time like really decorating. Like my apartments, they were cute, but I didn't go all out for the apartments. I just kind of stopped at a certain point, and like my apartments to me like look kind of half done. But this house, I do want to like deck it out. I want to, you know, make it look nice. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna put like in the space behind me. I'm in my bedroom right now. Not sure if I'm gonna put in the space behind me my vanity, or if I'm gonna actually turn one of the rooms into like a content room and put a vanity in there. The jury's still out on that, but we'll find out. We'll decide. I still have time, a little bit of time before my contract is over and I come home and I really start decorating. But let me get the makeup wipes just so I can wipe my face. Okay, I just want to wipe my face just to make sure that I didn't drop any eyeshadow on my face. Looks like we're good. So I'm gonna go in with my, okay, so I do have the Danessa Myricks. I have that, the Blurring Balm powder. Now this seems kind of oily to me, so I'm not sure if I am supposed to put this on before or underneath my makeup, but it's very oily and I was a little like caught off guard, should I say. I'm gonna try this flat brush with it. Let's see. I'm not really sure how to use it. I thought it was a primer, but now that I like opened it and touched it, I really don't think it's a primer, but we'll see. I saw a video that the girl used it on top of her makeup, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to put it on top or on the bottom, but today we're gonna put it on the bottom because I don't want to put my makeup on and then put it on top of my makeup and then it just ruins the whole look. Because these people run a strict program. They told me you have until 9:10 to get here or your reservation is canceled. So, and I really want this food, this dinner, okay? Like, I've been thinking about this place since I made the reservation. So I'm just gonna go in with the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I love this stuff. I feel like it definitely gets my pores like nice and smooth for the makeup. So we're gonna use that over it just to be on the safe side. All right, and then we're gonna let that kind of dry down just a little bit so that it doesn't like mix with the makeup. And while we wait for that, let me check my camera. Hold on 1 second. All right, we back. Camera is good. All right, so I'm gonna go on with this Fat Cheeks. I can never remember the name of these things, but this is the blush that I'm putting on underneath. I actually like this blush. Maybe next time I do my makeup, I'm gonna try to put it on top, but that has to be on the day that I'm not really going anywhere, because I will be experimenting with that, and I really don't like to try new things when I'm going out, you know. I only do that when I really have nowhere to go and I'm just walking around the house with a face full of makeup for the day. But yeah, girls and guys, if a guy is watching this, like, you know, you have to do things in life that you want to do. Do things in life for yourself. Like, don't wait for the approval, for the applause from others. Like, just do whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, you know, as long as it's positive. Now, I'm not saying to go out there and hurt nobody, obviously, but I don't know. Sometimes you got to give disclaimers for unnecessary reasons nowadays. Oop. Okay, I got to get my concealer so that I can do my contour. Hold on. And then we are going to, I'm trying to decide, should I do foundation tonight or should I just do concealer? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do foundation, just so I look like complete, you know. So it's the same foundation. I actually like this foundation. I was looking for another foundation when I was in Sephora, like just something else to try, but I didn't see anything, and I was really trying to hurry up and get out of there because I had been in the mall all day at that point. So I really didn't give it the time that, you know, I would have liked when it comes to looking for a foundation. But next time I will go and like test out some products, or, you know, just look at some and see if there's anything that I like. I feel like the foundation is spread, and we're gonna go in with the concealer. Hold on, I see one little spot that I missed. Look, you have to make sure you bring that makeup all the way down into your neck and into your hairline, your hairline, because when I tell you, I am not trying to look like I have like a mask on. Like one time I saw a lady out like that, and she was on a date. I felt so bad because I was like, damn, I hope he not like looking at her makeup like, damn, that shit look crazy, because it did, you know. And I wish maybe she had somebody to tell her, but I wasn't. I don't know how to tell people things that's uncomfortable, honestly. I mean, if I know you personally, then yeah, but I would never like pull somebody to the side. And plus, it was already too late. He saw her, so what could I do? And with this concealer, I'm just gonna let it dry down just a bit. I feel like with the LA Pro Girl concealer, that one, it doesn't really do well when you let it dry down, but I don't know how this one does yet. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna let it dry down just a bit, especially under my eyes. On my chin, I don't care about it being too covered there, so I'm gonna just go ahead and blend that out. And then like my forehead, I'm gonna blend those areas out. But under my eyes, I do want like a lot of coverage. I guess I'm so used to seeing that LA Pro Girl that, or maybe my mirror is just so far away. Like it doesn't look covered to me. So I'm gonna go in with the LA Pro Girl Conceal. So I'm gonna just put a little bit over that. And I'm gonna blend that out. And then we're gonna stop there. Yeah, see, like it looks, you can see it more. Like that's what I like. I want you to be able to, I mean, I don't want the concealer to look like it's lifting off my face, but I want you to be able to see the concealer. Like that was super light coverage. Like maybe that's for a day where I just want like a no makeup look. Like maybe that's what the NARS is for. It's kind of a light coverage. So I guess that's when I really need to put it on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out like the edges of all of the areas, and then I'm gonna put on my like this. I use it as a setting powder, but it's like a finishing powder. But I got this from I got it from Target like years ago, but they also sell it at Walmart. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that. Blend out the edges of my contour here and down on my chin. All right, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on the sides of my nose. I don't want to do too much because I don't like when my nose like looks kind of dark, but I do want like it to be a little bit outlined. So we're just gonna do a light. I don't know why, but every time I do my makeup, my nose starts to itch. Sometimes it starts to run. Does that mean my makeup is old? Because I told y'all my stuff, I don't get rid of my stuff until it hit the bottom of the pan, which it really does. Well, maybe now we'll start to, because I'm doing my makeup a lot more. But before, I wasn't doing my makeup that often to be like throwing it away. And although I use like a lot of drugstore products, this stuff adds up. Especially when you like going in there and shopping for like different things, like it does add up. But now I think I want to, you know, transition. I'm not saying that I'm going to change up my whole makeup bag, but I do want to use, you know, like more higher end products, like from Sephora and things like that, just to see if it makes a difference in my makeup. Because I feel like my makeup comes out decent, but I've never actually used like higher end products, so I don't know. But I see like other girls' makeups and their makeup be looking so flawless and so beat. And I be wondering, like, is that the reason why? Because I'm using drugstore makeup? Or can I get the same look with drugstore makeup and it's just about technique? You know, maybe I just need to brush up on my technique and like watch some of the other girlies and learn how to do, you know, like different things. I think my makeup looks cute. On camera, it's not really translating that much, but I feel like we look cute. But I am going to bring the camera down a little bit because I feel like it's a little high. All right, girl. Hey, girl. All right. So, what do we want to do next? Should I put on my powder? Let's do the powder first, the loose powder. And then we'll move on to the highlighter, or not the highlighter, the bronzer, and then we'll be done, I think. I love this ube birthday cake from Huda Beauty. It's so cute, like the color is so pretty. You know, I love to get like dressed up, and I really do love I think I love getting ready the most, but I love the like after effect of getting ready, like how I look after, how I feel after. Like when I come back home, I'm gonna start looking for places to go just to get dressed up, and definitely to wear all of the things that I'm buying, like all of the clothes that I'm buying now, because I do get tired of staying in the house. I mean, there be days where I don't want to go outside because outside costs like at minimum $100. And that's just for me. Not even to mention, like, my husband is going with me. I don't really have friends in Atlanta like that, so I don't really have anybody to go out with other than my husband. And when that money is coming from the same household, it seems like a lot more than when it's just, you know, when you're just spending it on yourself. But I would like to make some friends out here. That way I can, you know, do more things like outside of my husband. I do feel like in a relationship, because I'm not just gonna specify it to marriage, because I feel like in a relationship, period, it is super important to like have your own identity and to have your own life, you know? Like, yeah, of course you want to do things with your partner, but you gotta have your own identity. And I can say when I first got into my marriage, I resisted the idea of having my own identity. Like, I did not want that at all. You know, I wanted to be around him all the time, and he was the opposite. He was the kind of person that wanted to like do his own thing all the time. So now that we've been together for so many years, we kind of learned like how to create a balance. Like, he enjoys like being with me, spending time with me, but now I enjoy like going out with my friends, doing more things with my friends. And he does too, but he likes it at home more, you know. But I've had friends where they, you know, we're hanging out, we're doing good, and then they get into relationships, and then it's like I don't hear from them at all anymore. And I try to encourage them, like, hey, you know, you still have to make time for me, for your other friends. Like, it's important to have your own identity outside of this person. But, you know, you gotta let people do whatever it is that they want to do. Also, like, you can't force anything, you know, anybody to do anything. So, you know, when I have friends like that, I honestly just fall back, you know, because I feel like if, you know, I'm married and I make time for you, I make time for our friendships. Like, shoot, if you want to go on a girls trip, I tell my husband, all I gotta do is say, hey, babe, I'm going out of town. Like, and it's okay, be safe, I'll see you when you get back, you know. And I try to encourage them to have their own lives, but some of them, they don't want it. Like, they want to just be up under their partner. And I get it, but it's not for me, you know. Like, you want to make sure you always have something outside of that person, because if it goes to shambles, you won't be as devastated like if you had created your own life instead of making that person your world, you know. And then like when you make somebody your world, like they always, I won't say always, but a lot of the times they let you down because we're putting too high expectations on people. Like they're just people, you know, just like us. We're just people, and I wouldn't want nobody putting super high expectations on me because I'm a human and I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna make mistakes. So I need, you know, the grace to be a human. I feel like this Baked Bronzer by Milani is like the perfect shade of brown because you don't really see it when you first put it on, but like when you kind of build on it, like you see that bronzer. Like, and I guess it's because I put it over the contour that I could really see it on that side. Because I don't feel like I really see it on my forehead, but I feel like it just adds like subtlety to my makeup, like a subtle, like sun-kissed look to my makeup, and I really, really like that. I like this bronzer. You know, one thing I do want to practice with my makeup is like doing a wing liner, because when I see other girls with the wings, I be like, oh, it looks so cute on them. But I don't know how to do it. My hand is not that steady, so no ma'am, not for me. So I'm gonna go over my waterline with this brown pencil, and then I'm gonna put on mascara. So I have lash clusters, but I don't have the time, nor do I have the desire to put those on right now. So I am just going to do a strip, but I don't have any strips on me, so I'm gonna have to go to the store to buy some on my way. So I'm gonna go buy some and then I'll put them on in the car. All right, and then I'm gonna go over it with, I probably should do this part too after I get dressed. I'm just gonna give y'all the whole look for the makeup. I like to do that to kind of spread out my lip liner. I just learned that little trick, I don't know, watching some videos, girl. I love to watch videos on makeup. All right, then I'm going in with a little bit of a pink. One thing about these pinks is that they look gray when I put them on, and I don't know if it's because it's mixing with the lip liner or what, but it looks grayish. So I like to go over it with the NYX lip gloss. Because then it turns it the color that I like. And then lastly, I'm going over it with the Milani. I love this lip gloss. This is like the plumping lip gloss or something like that. All right, we cute, girl. I feel so cute. And then we are trying the Urban Decay All Nighter. So we'll see how this works. All right, I really do like my makeup. I think it came out so nice. Like, it looks really nice to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix my hair. You know, I got in the shower, and I love to take super hot showers, so my hair gets really frizzy when I do that. I really should stop taking super hot showers, but I can't. I don't feel clean unless I take a super hot shower. So, and I think I'm gonna curl my hair. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but I think I'm going to like put some loose curls in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, put on my clothes, and then I will come back and show you the final look. All right, guys, so here's the final look. I have on my ballerina heels from Steve Madden. I just have on some brown capris from Fashion Nova, and the top is from Zara. And for jewelry, I have on this little neck chain. These earrings are from Zara. Just a watch, a cute little tennis bracelet, and some bangles. And I'm carrying this bag from Amazon. And then for fragrances, you know, I love my little mini perfumes. So I'm wearing this little mini Miu Miu perfume. It smells Honestly, it smells better on the skin than it does in the bottle. So I am actually loving this perfume. So here's the final look. All right. I hope you like it. I am off to dinner. I will see you later.